All right. So now what we're going to do is we've got something that is already a composite function. And we're going to take it and we're going to break it up into its parts. Now, the reason this is useful is to kind of get ourselves used to knowing, oh, okay, well, I know how this function acts. I know how this function acts. So it's going to help me know how the composite function is going to act. Now, I will say this is a bit more of an art than some of the other things. It's a little less straightforward. But I think once you see a couple of examples, you're going to be able to do this yourself. So what I've got here, f of x equals 5x plus 7, all of that squared, plus 8. Now, here is what I do to kind of figure out what my pieces are, what my components are to this composite function. So I take this and I go, okay, this is really complicated. What could I do to make this simpler? Okay, and there's more than one correct answer here. But for me, I'm going to sit here and go, okay, what if I could take all of this out and just call it x? Okay, well, that's going to be my first function. I'm going to call this g of x equals x squared plus 8. Okay, the problem is that's not my function. I need to replace x with something to get my original thing. Well, what can I replace x with? Well, I can replace it with that bit that I crossed out, 5x plus 7. I'm going to call that my h of x. Now, if I've done this correctly, what you can do now is g of h of x should equal my original function. Okay, 5x plus 7, I plug that in for x, so that squared plus 8, and you've got your value there. Okay, so that's how you would do a situation like that. Let's look at this one. Okay, same thing. I've got this function. I'm like, it's too complicated. Let me just get rid of all this and just say x. Yes, that's much simpler. So I'm going to say my g of x is 1 over x. But that's not allowed. I need my other function to put in for that. So what did we cross out? We crossed out 7x squared plus 9. So if I plug this in for x, I get this. So g of h of x equals my original function. So that would be how you would write a composite function.